Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to What's Up vlog number 120, and it's the big one today. It's the ONE11 for the WKG Racing League. It's a race that immediately jumped out of the schedule in a lot of people's eyes because if this one's going to be anything like the ONE11 from the last series that we did, it's going to be a bit of an epic. I've chosen a faster, slightly flatter route than the previous ONE11. We're going to be doing 12 laps of the original Watopia hilly route, but in reverse. The main reason for that is, well, there's two reasons. One, it's because it's very similar to what we did in the World Championships a week ago, and I did surprisingly well for myself, so I figured I'd take advantage of my, my newfound knowledge of this course, and hopefully that will stand me in good stead. But also, I think doing it in the reverse, in reverse, basically means right from the bat, although I don't expect anyone to go absolutely charging out of the gate, it does enable a fair amount of time and warm-up on relatively flat roads before you have to deal with any major climbs and sort of serious power efforts. So hopefully by the time we've got round to the first climb up the reverse KOM, everybody's legs will have loosened up nicely and we'll all have sort of settled into a bit of a rhythm and a bit of a pace within our groups. That's the idea, but it's also my favourite course. The original Watopia still is my favourite course, so there we go. Purely selfish reasons for doing it on that route, but hopefully you'll all have a good time and agree with me at the end. So it works out well. 109 kilometres is the total distance, plus whatever it takes to get from the start pen to the start banner. So it might not be exactly 111 at the end of this, which is irritating, but there are very few ways of working out exactly 111 kilometres on a Zwift ride, but should be fun. I've taken this extremely seriously. Again, I've had porridge for breakfast again, which, oh my word, my stomach just doesn't agree with me, both digestively and in terms of just actually putting the slodge in your mouth and forcing yourself to swallow it. It's just disgusting. Horrible stuff. I've done that. I've sacrificed my own taste buds for the sake of this race with a bowl of porridge. I made a homemade energy drink with oranges, lemons, vinegar. Yeah, and preparation. I've done a fair bit of riding this week. Had a full rest day yesterday, so I've not really got many excuses if this one doesn't go well. Oh, actually, yeah, I do. I've got a very, very bad injury, so I'm going to have to nurse this injury around 111 kilometres. It's going to seriously affect my ability to cycle. If you look at my finger there, that is a burn on the grill whilst making some bacon yesterday. I should probably have pulled out of this race because of it, but I'll soldier through. I think I'll try. Anyway, usual thing. I'm going to shut up, do my warm-up. I'm going to try and do that more intense warm-up that I did last time as well, where I do about half an hour with some high cadence, high power, sort of minute bursts within it, and hopefully that'll get me over that sort of 20-minute hump that I always find myself on, and I'll be more prepared for the race. So see how it goes. I'm going to jump on, and I'll be back with you in a minute. As you can see, this has been a bit of a panic to get myself set up in time for the start of this race. I was trying something a little different to get a camera view from Lucas's account as well, but it's not going to work from my iPad, so there's going to be a bit of a data overload, so I could keep an eye on the other races. Anyway, we're off. Sorry about that, the rather unexpectedly quick start to this race. Yeah, so I was going to try and get some data on the other racers by logging in as Lucas and being able to follow them on my iPad, whilst being able to keep my own view on my computer and the screen recording. I'm trying a recording from my phone angle down just underneath my bike there as well, which some people seem to like from the last race because it more clearly showed the pain on my face. I'll tell you what, I'm immediately really peed off actually. It's meant to be a closed circuit and it's not. That's really irritating. My warm-up was far too hard as well. I've got this all wrong this morning. I did similar to what I did for the World Championships, but didn't have the same kind of break afterwards to gently spin before the race started. So it wasn't so much a warm-up as started the race kind of 20 minutes early. Anyway, moaning over. Let's just get on with this. It's a long old ride. Cheers, Olaf, from Team Type 1 and Team WKG, Mr. Olaf Bonk. Thanks for the ride on, great to see you. Alright, I think I want to be in that gang up ahead. Right, so I've lost a bunch that have gone 20 seconds up the road, but I managed to latch onto the little group that I wanted to be with for now, and I'll just go at this pace, because if I work too hard to chase that group down in front, that's race over before the end of the first lap probably. So I do need to concentrate on these guys though, make sure I'm not dropped off them. So we've got Keith D, Len Capel, Michael Jost and myself. And I can see Darren Hunter, P. Shale, Arya Hansen, just 7 seconds behind, all working in a group. Cheers Nick Taylor for the ride on. I'm not sure if you're riding or not, I didn't have time to properly flick through the start list of riders. Hey Stevie Wonkster. Hello mate, thank you for the ride on. So we're closing in on Van der Schoot and Taek Young. So hopefully we'll be a group of about 6 in a minute. Hey, thank you Padron for the ride on. I'll start firing some out in a moment. I don't know how you guys do it this early in the race. Well, we're all trying to find our feet. I think Padron has decided to drop back and join forces with us, which is great for me because he can set a really nice pace and I'll just sit on his wheel for the next couple of hours. They're all putting in a fair bit of power on this climb early on. This is obviously where the bonus points are. This reverse KOM. I'm not going to win the KOM anyway, so I'm certainly not going to go chasing those bonus points in vain. I've been well and truly dumped. Oh. Okay, KOM at the moment is Michael Jost at 5:32. But I can't see any other time, so I don't know how accurate that is. It's J Gorilla in the B, so I can see some B cats. Oh, hang on, I can see the A cats now. Well, they're going for it on this KOM. I'm not sure who got it. I won't be able to tell. Right on, guys. Up to the front of what I think will be the leader of the C's, which is Niall Simpson, in a really tight bunch with Jim Pocock, Shoes. Who else we got? P. Brooks. They're all actually working very well together, holding a really solid mid to high 2s the whole time. If we go further back, we've got Mark Deal here from Team Type 1. He's also in this front bunch. Good job, man. Right, I need to get back to myself. Cheers, M. Cruz, for the ride on. I'm just managing to
hold sort of mid threes for a while to try and pull back to the group of Andreas Detail, Ryan Johansson, and unfortunately I didn't see the name of the person at the ODZ rider just in front. I managed to get back on. I'll use my feather so I can take a bit of a breather up here. Right, I don't think I'm right feeling right. Yeah, but my heart rate is right up. It has been right from the start. 97. Yeah, I can. I'll just have to slow right down. I think in the C's it's looking like Nar Simpson at the moment with the KOM points. 450 dead, I think it was. So I think I'd have to do a PB to have any chance of that. And the way I'm feeling today, no chance at all. I think I'm figuring out a pattern with my races where I do one decent race, one utterly horrible race, followed by a decent race and then an utterly horrible race. And I know I keep banging on about it, but I exceeded my own expectations in the Worlds last week. And that led me to think I'd be in the same kind of form for today. We're 16 kilometres in, and I'm getting cramp in my left leg already. And just can't pedal. It's not right. I just feel like I'm having to work really hard. Being left for dead by everybody else. This is getting to be a bit of a familiar story, isn't it? What it does mean is I should be able to look around at you guys a little bit more to hopefully commentate on everyone else's races. Slightly more exciting and more successful than mine, I would imagine. Alright, so let's have a quick look. We've got this trio of Andreas Detail, Ryan Johansson, E. Pearson is the ODZ rider in amongst this little bunch, and they are a good minute ahead of me. And we go another minute further forward. We've got Keith Denton, who's all alone at the moment, but still holding good solid power. 48 seconds up the road, we've got another little bunch of B. van der Schoot, Len Capel, Padron de Gas, J. Gorilla, Jack Peterson, Jim Pocock. I think that's everyone in that group. Have I missed anyone? Apologies if I have. And then we've got Mark Deal from T-Type 1, 9 seconds further up the road from those guys, along with Y. Linnaeus. Again, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. This is about the 5th race I've tried it. I'm sure I'm nowhere near. But good job, man. I'll give you a ride on while I'm here. Then another 30-second jump. This has got to be the front of the C-Cat, surely. Well, actually, I think it's front of the C-Cat in terms of league riders, but we've got P. Brooks here, Nar Simpson, and then we've got P. Brooks 42 seconds up the road. And then we've also got Shoes, another minute and 10 up the road. So out on course, Shoes is winning the C category, Nar Simpson winning it for the league, and Shoes is hanging in with this bunch of B riders who we've got Matty P, M. Whitberger, Aki Mott, M. Backer, then we've got an A rider in there, S. Tanahashi. Let's put my glasses back on. S. Karstoft, Guyan, Wilts rider, and they're all, oh, Brett Smith's in this group as well, and they're all holding 3.5 watts per kilogram and very tightly packed. So let's go further up. Tanahashi now has pulled a few seconds ahead of that group, and is charging down after the other A riders, who are O Lohman and C Bellinger. And C Bellinger is the out and out leader on the course at the moment. So good job, buddy. I better jump 6 minutes further back to myself, see what's going on there. I've got A1 Cog Johnson just ahead of me, and I've got T Kawase 8 seconds behind, then T Bird 15 seconds behind. I can see, oh, we got Dan Leo sort of hovering around behind me. I'm not sure if there's a technical reason for that, or if he's very much biding his time for an all-out attack. Right on, Dan. Then we've got El Gronkiar behind Dan. In fact, we've got two riders there. We've got T Kawase, who's stopped. Not sure why that, whether that's technical or just physical. So yeah, we've got El Gronkiar, and he has Jay Horgan right behind him. I'm not sure if Jay Horgan's part of the race. He's not showing up on the sidebar. So one Cog Johnson's managed to gap me again while I'm waffling along. I'm only doing 1.5 watts per kilogram. Cheers, Ben Lansdowne Gray, for the ride on. Good to see you. This is such a long race. I'm not going to panic about it too much. I'm just going to hope that, as has happened in previous races, my energy level just sort of comes back to me, and I'll try and start seeing if I can close people down, pick anyone off. Right, so I've now got T-Bird and Dan Lyle for company, and I'm just going to try and get dragged along by them for as long as possible if I can. So disappointing. I was actually genuinely excited for this race, and just don't feel good at all. But I say that every week, I know I do, but I think this is more disappointment that I'm not feeling particularly strong, and to be getting cramp 20 kilometres in is really worrying. I've done all my cider vinegar and all the rest of it. I was actually getting cramp in bed the other night, even on a night when I hadn't cycled, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Here I can finally see Mike Mitchell, and I was hoping to see some of the other D riders. Finally I'm getting a view on some of the riders further back, which is great. So we've got Mike Mitchell, as I said, Rich Patterson, and this is a nice little quartet of Rich. Actually, Rink Visser as well is in here, and then we've got Jane, Darren, who I clicked on instead of Jane. There we go, there's Jane. So Jane Coates, Rich Patterson I mentioned. So Mike's just 20 seconds behind this little group. I wonder if he's, I mean, he's putting out good power, so I wonder if he's going to manage to bridge back on. There was Darren Hunter. So they're basically my main threat. I'm just trying to think, who is it? Well, Percy's quite close to me in terms of league position. So is Darren, I think. Jane, if I remember rightly, is out of reach. What's Dan messaging me about? He's messaging me won't work. I've obviously missed a conversation going on up ahead. Let's flick back there. Yeah, see, I think Dan's actually just paced this really nicely. I think it's, I wasn't sure if he'd had some kind of technical to start off with, or just didn't fancy it as a race, but it looks like he might have paced it really well, and he's going to start working his way back up It's interesting, I can see from here that our two BCAT leaders in the league, Brett and Martin, locked together as ever. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's all the way to the line, those two. They're separated by just 2 points, I think. There are some really good battles actually going through all of the leagues. And I think I'm neck and neck on points with Catherine Denton, if I remember rightly. And it's a real shame she's not here. Because I'll feel bad, if I manage to finish, I'll feel bad overtaking her just by virtue of the fact that I was able to ride and she wasn't. Dan was just offering to stay with me, to work with me, but I'd only be ruining his race because he's clearly got power to burn. So I've let him go, or I say let him go, I've said not to worry, and immediately he was up in the 5 watts per kilogram to get a bit of momentum, and now he's holding sort of mid threes. So thanks for the tow while you were here, Dan, I appreciate that. Hey, D Wright, thank you very much for the ride on, buddy. I'm happy that my legs are just still moving at the moment, if I'm honest with you. My heart rate's come down. I still feel twinges of cramp in my left, right in the inside of my knee. I assume it's cramp, feels like cramp. But as long as that doesn't get any worse, I'm going to try and hold this kind of pace for a while and hope that I can put on some kind of either defence from behind or attack. Hey, Robert Mickelson. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much for the ride on. Yeah, hopefully I'll have something in the legs for the second half or sort of final quarter of this race to try and do some damage. Right, so I've just looked up something in Facebook that it's just the most generous, brilliant offer from one of our members, Mr. Richard Patterson, who's racing in this. He's basically pledged €5 for every C or D category rider that finishes ahead of him in this race. So if anyone needed any extra impetus, he's pledged that to World Bicycle Relief, by the way. And in addition, another €10 if I finish ahead of him. So at the moment, I think that's going to plan from my perspective. No, it's jumped out. Can't see him yet. Let's go back. So we've got M Winger. Oh, I've jumped out of the bloody event module again. Back to me. Alright, can we see Rich Patterson in there anywhere? No, I couldn't. Right, so I'm going to have to try and hunt Rich down and see exactly where he's at with that. But fantastic generosity, absolutely awesome pledge to a fantastic charity. So great stuff, Rich. And I will do my best to make sure I contribute my €10 by beating you. It might just be easier for me to let you in and then I'll give you the €10. The way it's going at the moment. Anyway, right, let's get back to racing. Okay. I just went past two riders, T-Bird and One Cog, both of which had either had dropouts or the legs gave up or lungs gave up. But that's quite kind of handy that I managed to jump a couple of places. Neither of them are league riders, so that makes no difference to my league position, but it's always nice to start moving forward in the order. I saw Rich Patterson's about 2 minutes behind, I believe. Maybe not that much now, but his name did just flash up a moment ago. So at the moment it's looking like quite an expensive race for Rich. But I wouldn't be surprised if he can charge me down towards the end. There's Dan, who's managed to get over 2 minutes on me now since very kindly offering to tow me, and me sort of saying don't ruin your race. He's now putting out something more like the pace we know he can. You can see, I was just about to click on, I think it was Akimot and Matty P. They've obviously just gone past that other junction. Let's go back to myself for now, see where we are. Okay, so Tanahashi, he's fourth in the A's, I think, because I'm only 37 seconds behind. I think he's had some kind of problem. I managed to stretch out over El Gronchia, who was hot on my heels for a while. In fact, he overtook me coming through the Italian village, and I managed to just sort of jump on his wheel for a bit and then kick away on the KOM. Alright, now I think I can have a look. Here we go. So I think we got, okay, so we've got Wiley Nares, he's third in the A's, and just 3 seconds ahead of him we've got Vina Guyan, and Shoes is there as well, just 15 seconds back from Vina Guyan. All three of those are on the KOM for what will be their fourth time, I think. So that's interesting. We've got an A, B and a C all at the head of the race. If we jump to the back here, we've got M Winger, who is just 200 metres behind me. He's overtaken El Gronchia. Is this correct? Yeah, he's putting out 4.8 watts per kilogram, charging me down. And then we can see Tanahashi now. Clearly he's had a problem, or just run out of steam. Well done, buddy. He's got the lap record anyway, orange jersey holder. So obviously put some serious effort into that. I have a feeling N Winger has entered in the wrong category. He's been holding 4.8 watts per kilogram for quite some time now as a D rider. Unless this is just like a completely burn yourself out blast for a while and then you're going to collapse. But he's overtaken me and he's carrying on at 4.8 watts per kilogram. Not a league rider, but that would certainly be a point against your name based on those power figures. I think you need to be need to be searching out a pro contract, my friend. To be fair, he's on Z power, so configuration might just not be right. Always give the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. Right, let's go and have a look up at the Keith D group. Oh, I haven't given Keith a ride on, can't believe that. So this little group, we've got Ryan Johansson, E. Pearson and Keith Denton. Oh, I wish I'd managed to stay with these guys. What are they, 4 minutes ahead of me on the road. If I just had the energy to stick with them at that early stage, probably could have had a breather in amongst the group. But anyhow, it is what it is. Right, let's jump further forward. Jim Pocock. Hot on the heels of someone, but not somebody in the race, it would seem. Let me check out the new camera. It's really good. Obviously, you now can change the angle with the arrow keys, up and down, rotate. Sorry if that's making you feel sick. And plus and minus, for zooming in and out, which is, well, that was Jim that had stopped there for a second. So you can zoom right out and rotate your view around the rider, bring it back down again. It's great, really good update. That's one of the most fun updates they've done for a while on Zwift, especially from a vlogging point of view. Yeah, a good 360 view of Jim powering up the climb. Right, who else have we got? Okay, here's Ryan Johansson, and they've been dropped by E. Pearson by 4 seconds, 6 seconds now, make that. And in actual fact, looks like Andreas has dropped off the back of that group as well, or was he already slightly off? So I'm getting a little bit confused.
Anyway, better get back to what I'm doing. I'd rather be able to keep an eye on the guys behind me, because they are a threat. Whereas I'm no threat to the guys in front, certainly not at the moment. Hey, cheers Stuart, for the ride on. I don't think you're riding today, are you? I didn't see you in there. Ah look, I can get a look at some of the other groups. So here's Percy, who is about 3.5 minutes behind me, if that timing is correct. Has he been lapped by this front group? I think he may have done. Ride on anyway, Percy. Right, now these guys, for all intents and purposes, are the leaders in the league, with Brett Smith and Martin Backer, Akimot, Matty P. These are the guys right at the cutting edge in terms of league positions, league points. Leading the actual B race at the moment is Wilt's rider. So they've crossed the 50k mark already. Look at that. It's hovering around 4.5 watts per kilogram. Now Brett seems to have dropped Martin for the time being. That's interesting. I wonder if this is now a break for victory very early on for Brett. I have a feeling I'm on the climb because my legs are hurting. Doing 3 watts per kilogram, grinding away. Alright, back to me. Now I'm about to be lapped by ONE11, the race leader. He's knocking out mid-4s up this climb. One called Johnson's back in the race. He's 5 kilometres behind me, so I don't know if he just had a major problem mechanically or if he just needed a break. But anyway, here's our race leader, just 3 seconds off my wheel. It's gone past Gronkia and it's about to go past me. There we go. As though I'm not even moving. Good job, man. So Martin, Matty P, Akimot making their way up the climb also. And Brett indeed has a 43-second lead over Martin Backer. Now, has he gone too early? Well, we're going to have a similar situation where one of those guys takes the race win and the other takes the KOM points, so they both end up on the same points anyway. Certainly if it looks like Martin, for example, is not going to catch Brett, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see Martin put it all on the line to get the KOM bonus at some point. Yeah, ride on Akim anyway. Ride on Martin, ride on. Nope, there we go. Alright, there's Rich Patterson. He is 2:55 behind me apparently. And he's got Jane right on his wheel. And they're putting out good power. And he's looking to save himself some euros by catching me, I think. So I know it's a world bicycle relief to dig deep and keep Rich Patterson behind me. You can see Brett, Wilt's rider now, just 10 seconds, 11 seconds off my wheel. So they'll be coming to lap me very shortly. Annoyingly, I'm not in any kind of comfort position. Gronkiard's only 28 seconds behind me. And hey, cheers Carlos. Again, I don't know, I haven't seen you in here. I don't know if you're in the race. I've got a feeling there's quite a few names that I'm not seeing that might be here. But either way, thank you very much for the ride on. What was I saying? Well, I don't know. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, Gronkiard's only 25 seconds behind me. And the next group back with Darren Hunter and Rich Patterson and Jane, they're certainly not far away enough for me to be able to relax. Not with 65 kilometres to go, that's for sure. So It's not like I can just switch off and commentate and look at the other races now. I do still need to try and keep focused.
So Andreas is just 200 metres ahead of me now. But it's 200 metres on this KOM, so that equates to about 15-16 seconds. But I've been slowly closing in without having to really kick in too much. Once again, you can see Gronchiar's closed back in to 20 seconds on this climb. He's just 100 metres behind me. Now there's ONE11 now lapping me. Good job, man. Damn, I wish I had the energy to latch on. You could tow me back to Andreas. Okay, I can see Rich Patterson as Percy Santa Maria 3.5 minutes behind. And I think they had about a minute on Jane and Darren. Am I right? Sorry guys if I'm getting that horribly wrong. There we go. I've reached Andreas. I've already given him a ride on. Alright, we've now got Veen Nagayan. There he goes. Just lapping myself and Andreas Detail. 4 watts per kilogram, 76 kilometres into a race. Not bad going. Hey, cheers Sean for the ride on. Another one. Should definitely be here, my friend. Big wimp. In fact, I call you a wimp. You're probably out doing a 500 kilometre mountain bike ride somewhere. Knowing you. Thank you, Megan, for the ride on. Just about to say, I sort of not deliberately, but inadvertently have dropped Andreas. I think he just slipped out the draft as I came down for that the reverse sprint there, which has meant I've pulled away a little bit. I'm tempted to slow down and go back, but I've not seen a timing on, was it Gronchiar that was closing in on me? So I've not seen that for a while, so I have no idea where he is. So, sorry Andreas, I'm going to have to be ruthless here and just try and ride on. That said, you're putting out more power than me, so I probably won't have a choice but regroup with you anyway. And if that happens, then I'll edit this so that it looks like I deliberately slowed down for you. Alright, here's managed to get eyes on some other riders. Here's Rich Patterson. He is 5 minutes behind me, which is good news for WBR. He's got Percy 33 seconds behind him, and they are about to be lapped by Shoes. D. Lohman's 85 kilometres into this and has just lapped Shoes. So he's about to lap this group for the second time. So I'm going to have to try and remember to jump back when I can to catch these guys coming over the finish line. So there is D. Lohman's just gone past Percy. Shoes is with him. Although it looked like he had some kind of power drop out there. No, it might have just been on the descent, that's alright. And then 76.5 kilometres into the race, we've got Padrone, Jay Gorilla. Jay Gorilla just 3 seconds off the back of Padrone here. Then we've got Jane, she's 66.5 kilometres into the race. And she's about to be lapped by what I think is the front of the bees. If we look here with, oh my God, I've virtually ground to a halt. Oh, cramp. Oh, dearie me. All right, I'm obviously at the peak of the KOM. Yeah, that hurt. Right, sorry guys, I'm going to have to jump back to me. Oh, I don't know what gear I'm in. Alright, Andreas has pulled 2 seconds on me up here while I was faffing about. Alright, managed to pull back into Andreas, thankfully. I think he actually eased off to let me catch him, if I'm honest. Oh, just get a nice tow from Andreas for a little while if I can, using my draft boost. Oh, I've switched back to phone cam because my GoPro's gone again. I've got Craig Sharp's been right with me for the last few Ks, and I can't message him. I really appreciate the effort and the offer to try and sort of tow me around, but I really don't want any kind of unfair advantage, so I've been trying to sort of shake him off when I can and then drop back if he gets in front of me. But it's very, very generous of you to try and drag me around, Craig, but yeah, I can't, because he's not part of the race module, I can't get a message across. Although that said, I think he's actually absolutely disappeared up the road now, so but thanks buddy, I do appreciate it. We seem to have lost Andreas. It was on the last descent coming to the start finish line, and I put in a bit of a kick to try and latch onto some guys ahead, and seemed to shake Andreas off at the process, and I've not seen him since. I don't know if he's had a power outage or just decided enough's enough. I wouldn't blame him if he had. And I've got Lohman from the ACAT now, who's on 97 kilometres, there we go, and Shoes on 88 kilometres, both coming past me. Really struggling. I need to get out of the saddle because my backside's killing me. But I can't get out of the saddle because I'm getting cramp. So Lohman will actually be coming up to start his final lap after this climb. I'd be well to try and keep an eye on him, try and catch him coming across the finish line. Both my screen recording and my GoPro have both bombed out at some point in this race, so it's either going to be a really messy vlog or it's going to take me about a week to get the clips organised so that I can edit it. I'll do my best. Oh man, my legs are dead. 1.8, 2 watts per kilogram, that's all I've got. I'm ditching the cap. I think all my abilities were hidden in my man bun. I've chopped it off and lost my supernatural powers with it. I'm going to get lapped again by Brett Smith. So they're coming up. This is their penultimate lap as well. Got 30k to go. Yeah. That's a race though. Ah, it's league points. Yeah, it is. Think of professional races, they last like 5 hours. Yeah, pretty close. Oh, I've just gone past Rickard Johansson and was sitting static at the top of the KOM. I don't know, I don't know if I'd seen Rickard in the event module, so it might be that he's just joined in to watch, and that's his vantage point up there. I'm not sure I saw him racing at any point, so good to see you there anyway, Rickard. I've got no information on the timing next. Oh, there we go, right away, someone's popped up. Oh, it's a B rider. So in terms of my race, I've got no information at all. I'd like to know if I'm relatively safe in my position, because if I am, I can just flick to other riders now and concentrate on their race. Because a lot of these guys are on their final lap, and I've still got a couple of laps to go. Oh, my knees are going now as well. This is not good at all. Right, I can click on Keith and Okay, so Keith is 6 kilometres ahead of me, along with Jim Pocock, and Ryan Johansson's not far behind. Here's Rich Patterson, who is still, luckily, about 3 kilometres behind me. So that's perfect. Right, this is probably what I need to concentrate on now, because these guys are coming up to start their final lap. There are riders ahead of this bunch that will obviously finish before them, but in terms of league position, I think this is the very front with Brett Smith and Wilt's rider. Yeah, so final 10k for these guys, or 9k. We'll just wait and see if we can get some of the A category riders, which were a couple of minutes ahead of these guys, I think. I'd like to be able to see where Martin Bakker is in relation to Brett, because it looks like Brett's got this sewn up for the B category win in terms of the league, with Wilt's rider challenging him for the individual stage win for the Bs. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to click on Lohman then, who's the race leader. I just missed it. The Wills rider has kicked in to shake off Brett. He's got a 3-second lead. They're into their last, what is it, about 5k. So this looks like it could be a break for the win for Wilt's rider here. He's got a 5-second lead now, holding 5 watts per kilogram. Obviously from Brett's point of view, this is all about the points, but I'm sure he'd like to take the actual race win as well. Still can't click on our race leader to see, because he is probably on the final KOM already. Oh, Wilt's rider's got cramp. Oh man, down to 0. Brett's coming, Brett's past him. No. Alright, he's back up again, he's got power on. He's going again. Brett's now got 5-second lead over him as they come into the final KOM. I can see Wilt's rider now has managed to recover well from that cramp. He's pulled himself back to just 3 seconds behind Brett. 5.5 watts coming up this KOM. This would be great if there's a sprint to the line between these two guys. I think my nearest rival is Rich Patterson, who's a few minutes back from me, so I'm hoping that's the case, because obviously I'm cruising around at like 1.5 watts per kilogram at the moment, whilst keeping an eye on these guys. I'm really sorry to the guys, the A riders that have possibly already finished, but I just can't click on you, it just won't let me select you to get a view. Wilt's rider now 5 seconds ahead of Brett. Brett was struggling at the top of that peak. So Wilt's rider's now pulled away. Right, there's our race leader, D. Lohman. Here we go. Yes, right on time. Managing to catch him coming over the line. I have to quickly flick back to... I'm not going to be able to get back to Brett after this now, am I? That's ridiculous. O. Lohman in the A category. Yeah, it does work out pretty much 111k. Look at that. Wasn't badly judged. Over the line. Great job, my man, with a win. Aha, right, Brett, there we go. Brett Smith, Wilt's rider. Wilt's has got this. 26 seconds up the road. Brett knows he doesn't need to kill himself with none of the riders ahead of him being part of the league. Great recovery, Wilt's rider, after getting cramp. Dropping down to 0. This is depressing watching you guys finish, knowing I've got about 20 kilometres to go. So Wilt's rider over the KOM for the final time. I'm completely out of it with what the KOM times are. Because in terms of league in the C, it's showing Ryan Johansson at the moment, but I'm pretty sure someone beat 5:13 at some point. So I'm going to have to go by Strava, I'm afraid. Final descent for Wilt's rider. Can just kick it back. ...111 kilometres done. Great stuff. And I can't see Brett once again. So I have to do a bit of rider juggling to try and get back to the next rider over the line, which should be Brett. We'll just see Wilt's rider all the way. Excellent stuff, buddy. Kicks up to 8 watts per kilogram for the line. Nice little show for the camera. Excellent stuff. Right, sorry I had to click away just before then so that I could get back to riders in the module. Cheers, Dwight, for the ride on. Right, here's Martin Backer. I can only assume then Brett's already finished. Oh man. Sorry, Brett, but we've got a scrap going on here between Martin Backer and Akim Ott. I don't know if anyone else is ahead of this. I don't think they are, but I can't get to. Right, Brett has obviously just crossed the line now because Martin's now flicked to first. That's so frustrating. Sorry, Brett, that I couldn't see you. But here we go. We've got a decent sprint going on between Martin and Akim. I tell you what, I thought Akim was going to get it, but Martin managing to kick in just in time. He's going to hold that to the line. Stunning job, you guys. All right, back to me, I'm afraid. Okay, so Venagayan looks like he's the next guy to be coming up to the line. Although he's showing second in the race, which means there is someone ahead of him. But who that someone is, I have no idea. Shoes has dropped down to 0 watts per kilogram. Hey, cheers, Hans. Let me know, there's only 21 kilometres to go. Yep, easy peasy. You know what, I haven't given Venagayan a ride on. I'm going to have to just flip back to me for a minute to see what the actual situation is. I think Rich Patterson is still the next rider behind me, a few minutes behind, I think. Proper cramp that time. Oh, I'm on 91k. Jim Pocock is ahead of me, we know that. But I'm pretty sure I saw Rich Patterson. Alright, so Jim Pocock and Keith D are reasonably close together. And then Dan's on 99, or just coming up to the 100k mark. Not far behind these guys. But at the moment, from a purely selfish point of view, I just need to know how close anyone is behind me. Or, if by any miracle, I've got anyone ahead of me that I should be chasing down. I've come to the conclusion that 200-kilometre races in a week doesn't really suit me. Wasn't very clever. Luckily, in the next race, well, we got the mid-season break now, so it's going to be a couple of weeks before we do a league race again. And that one, actually, I don't mind revealing, is a very short, sharp, oh, wrong camera, a very short, sharp blast around Richmond. And it is a time trial. And the only thing left to be decided, in my mind, is the total distance. So I will update you as soon as I can. Right, looks like we've got, I had Linares, who looked like he was going to be the next rider to the line at 107.1 kilometres. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Again, massive apologies if I have. It'd be really useful if everybody in the event was visible on the map, no matter where they are on course, and you could click on their dot on the map and to get a view of them. And maybe the dot shows their distance next to it or within it. I know that's a lot of information, but a little dot with 107 kilometres next to it wouldn't even need a name, because you can just judge, you can basically just see who's furthest along in a race based on the distance. So that'd be very handy. Right, so I'm at 92.9. Arvis is at 89.4. So I've got a reasonably comfortable lead there. Jane was a little bit further back from that, 88.9. Percy's 89.7, so he's just ahead of Arvisa. So yeah, it does look like Linares is going to be the next one to cross the line. I don't know where I am on course, but this is tightening up again. Oh, terrible gear change. My indexing's all over the place today. No, right, here we go. We have got Nagayan. He is the next one. I think he might have just crossed the line. Or maybe not. He was at 180k. Can't see him now. Right. Venagayan. Here we go. 109 kilometres. Just finishing the KOM. And nice easy descent after this to bring himself home. I'm going so slowly and this is still just absolute agony. I've got cramp going all the way up both legs now. I'm having to try and just gently spin it around 1.5 watts per kilogram as V Nagayan comes over the line. Great job, buddy. Sorry I had to click away. Right, Jim Pocock's at 104k. We've got E Person and J Gorilla at 106k, but there is someone ahead of them, but I don't know who it is. It's going to be Linares, was it? Or has Linares already finished? Am I going mental? So we've got a three-way battle going on here. Well, Pearson's got 5 seconds over J Gorilla and Padrone. So it'll be interesting to see if those two can charge Pearson down. I'm pretty sure there is someone further up the road. But like I say, I can't get a view on that. All right, here we go. Look at this. We've got Pearson up in the 8.5 watts per kilogram, attacking this climb. Obviously not wanting to go to a sprint with Padrone and J Gorilla behind him. He's looking to get the job done nice and early over the top. It's a good job, because if he crests this with decent power and manages to continue it, he'll really stretch. He's already 10 seconds over Padrone now. Great job, man. Full on cramp again. Can't get out the saddle. God, I hope the guys behind me aren't close behind me, because I will not be able to do anything if they're anywhere near me. I've basically got 1.5, 2 watts per kilogram at best, sitting down. Can't do any more than that. I'm actually in the granny ring at the moment as well. Alright, okay, here we go. We've got Shoes. Shoes is the next over the line. I knew there was someone up there. Kicking in the power on this descent. 110 kilometres to go. Sorry, done. I can see Len's dropped down to 0 watts per kilogram at 100 kilometres. Oh, I hope he doesn't think he's finished. I hope that's not a technical. Oh man, that'd be horrendous luck if he's gone 100 kilometres into a race and doesn't get to finish it. That is terrible luck. I'll have a look at that in a minute once we see Shoes come over the line. Oh, he might be on a descent actually, because his distance has just ticked up a little bit. He's still moving, yeah, okay. It's on a descent. Phew! Good stuff. 111 kilometres completed by Shoes. Good job, buddy. Alright, as usual. Click away just before. Well done, my man. Right, come on, give us those guys that were on like 106 Ks. I need to see where they are. Come on, we had a good battle developing there with, who was it? Oh, I know it was J Gorilla and Padrone. Oh, where are you guys? Oh, the fact that my position has just flicked to 10th suggests that someone else has crossed the line. Oh man, sorry guys if I missed that one. That looked like a good scrap. I wanted to see who managed to hold it to the line there. Here we go, what we got here? We got, oh, here we go, Keith D, Jim Pocock. So, looks like Jim is the next one I'm going to be able to catch coming over. It looks like I did miss the, although he's showing 4th still, so there are some riders ahead. So hopefully just before the line again I'll get a chance to flick forward to the 3 guys that were there, which were, I don't even remember, my brain's mush. Just wait and see who pops up. Who have we got? Alright, here we go. Right, yes, we got it. Pearson on the descent. Padrone has done well actually. He's only 5 seconds behind Pearson and he's managed to drop J Gorilla. Alright, oh, good stuff. We get to see this. I'm saying Pearson. Persan? I don't know. Oh, my legs are locking up again. Here we go. Granny ring. This isn't fun anymore. I'm having more fun commentating than I am riding, I promise you. God, look, Padrone, I'll tell you what. He's giving it some, he's taking it. Padrone, now can he hold that? Pearson up to 7.8 watts per kilogram for a second there. Try and get back into that draft. Has Padrone got anything left in the legs to defend that? Where's Pearson? 5 seconds off. Padrone, stunning job. Oh, no. I'm obviously on the climb. All right, swing this around so I can see the finish line. Whoa, here we go. Pearson, 11.5 watts per kilogram. He's not done yet. Padrone's nearly there, up to 4 watts per kilogram. Hits 111.1 kilometres. Coming up to the line, 11, oh my word, he's going to do it. Pearson's going to do it. Pearson's got him on the line. Unbelievable stuff. Pearson took it right on the line, I believe. Let's try and get back to Jay Gorilla quickly. Here we go. Oh, great job, guys. Pearson, if you didn't hit that, that is stunning. And unlucky Padron. Obviously, it won't affect league points, but pride was at stake there. Jay Gorilla, stunning stuff, my friend. Oh my God, look at me. I'm not even moving. All right. Have we got, is it Ryan Johansson? Looks like he's next. Oh my God, I literally was at a standstill then on the climb. Don't know what damage that's done to my position. Right, Ryan Johansson isn't next because he's fourth. So I think, is it going to be the Keith Denton, Jim Pocock, that bunch that I need to see. Try and get out of the saddle just for this little crest. If I keep my legs bent while I'm pedaling out of the saddle, it kind of fends the cramp away a little bit, but only a little bit. All right, come on, let's see who's up next. It's not Ryan, I know that. Here we go. Jim Pocock. He's coming up to lap. Niall Simpson, who's at the 100k mark. Good job, man. And here comes Jim, he's managed to gap. Who was behind him? I think, well, is it Dan? Yeah, it looks like it's Dan. Maybe has managed to take Keith. There we go, 111 kilometres completed for Jim. Coming up to the line, and I'd like to be able to flip back to Dan. I think it's Dan, he's about 45, 50 seconds behind. Nice sprint to the line there, Jim, after 111 kilometres in your legs, 7 watts per kilogram, good man. I'm not going to be able to see it all the way to the flag because I need to jump away now. Good job, buddy. So Ryan again, still once again shown as the next, but there are 2 riders ahead, which I think are going to be Dan, followed by Keith. Ryan comes to lap me. Good job, man. All right, someone's just crossed the line because Ryan is now shown as second, so I think that's probably Dan. Apologies, Dan, I can't see that. Are we going to get to see Keith? No, it doesn't look like it. Bearing in mind, Dan was towing me around for a while, and he's managed to get about a lap and a half ahead of me after deciding to push on. Ryan very generously dragging my lardy arse around this final climb, well, his final climb, not my final climb, sadly. I've got one more lap after this. I need to get out of the saddle because my backside is on fire. All right, didn't get to see Keith come over either, so apologies, Keith. So Ryan will be the next one in line. So what will be very handy here actually is if I watch Ryan, but from my perspective, I won't have to flick away as he crosses the line because I'll just be riding myself. If I can get close enough, I want to be close enough to see him finish. All right, I've just crossed the 100-kilometre barrier myself, so that's nice in itself. I've been taking it so easy for the last couple of laps that I don't feel out of breath, like breathing lung-wise, but my legs are absolutely dead. It's like hurting through my toes, my feet, and then all the way up my leg, both legs. All right, let's try and close in a bit on Ryan so you get a better view of him coming over the finish line. So I'll use a cheeky draft on him as well if I get close enough. Although I don't want to overshoot. In fact, I'll hit the draft just as I'm hitting the line. Alright, there we go. 111k done. Ryan Johansson. Great job, man. Let's hit that draft. Oh damn, I meant to do it before I crossed the line so that I could then get another power up. Let's power away anyway. Alright, come on then, show me who's first and second on the course now. Last lap for me, which is nice. Alright, we've got Len. Here we go, yay, Len Capel. Looks like he's first and next to come across the line. It really isn't comfortable, but my backside is burning. Fully, properly cramping up now. Got to get to the end before Rich Patterson. I just caught a glimpse there. It looks like Rink Vista's only 1.5 k's behind me. So, sadly, I might have to re-engage myself a little bit before the end of this race, if I possibly can. No. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Come on. Oh shoot. I've got to finish. Oh no. I can't even hit 1 watt per kilogram. There we go, I'm obviously on a descent. Oh, please don't let anyone be too close to me. That's not going to be fun. I can see Mike Mitchell is about 5k behind. So, although look, he's putting out 2.8 watts per kilogram. Oh man. I don't know who's second on the road after Len. I don't think it's me, I think there's one more. Len's coming up to finish the final KOM. Lucky man. Actually, Len's been unwell as well, so extra kudos to you, my friend. Stunning job. There's quite a lot of it going around. I've had a bit of a sniffle, but nothing to really complain about. But quite a lot of other Zwifters have been hit by the bug just recently. I have a real horrible feeling I'm getting caught. Okay, Niall Simpson looks like he's going to be the next up after Len. No, I was just about to get out and start pedalling. Nope, that's not happening. Stay in the saddle, roll the granny ring. Alright, here we have it. Mr. Capel, last couple of 100 metres, 111k done. Great job, my friend. Ready to flick away. There we go. Nicely done, Len. Right. No way. No way. I'm behind. I'm behind Rich Patterson. Oh man alive. This can't be on. I've got nothing to chase him with. Agony around my knees. Oh, every time I pedal. And he's going to just destroy me on this climb. And I'm not going to be able to see. I think it was Niall who was next to come over the line. So I have to just try and concentrate on getting up and over this climb. See if I can do anything about Rich. Into the last 4.5k anyway. Obviously most of that's uphill. Jane's next in line, I think, and I don't think she'll catch us. If there is indeed no one else in between us and Jane. Let's see her position. Oh, she's 6th, so right, okay, there are other riders in there. Can't see who at the moment. Oh my goodness me, I am literally locking up here. No, he's going to just go. I've got nothing. Oh no, I can't. Oh my god, this is pain. Only 3.9 kilometres, but this is the guy I need to beat. No. I can't stay with him. Oh my god. How can this fall apart so late in the race? I literally have not got the strength to chase after him. Oh, Percy's going to get me as well. Come on. No way. That's not on. I'm going to cry. Oh. Thanks, Percy, for the ride on. It doesn't help at the moment, buddy. Oh my god. I don't even know if I'm going to get up the hill. I literally... Oh, my legs are just seizing up with every single pedal stroke. Come on. I promise you I'm not being dramatic for the camera either. Oh, I'm getting it in there as well. Why? I didn't even know I had muscles in there that could cramp. Oh, Percy, slow down. Give me a toe. Oh, actually, that's a more comfortable position, sitting up. I managed to get an extra couple of 0.3 watts per kilogram out of myself. Oh, bloody Ring Vista's going to get me before the end as well. Oh man. This has been a catastrophic collapse. There goes Percy, good job man. Oh, apologies to World Bicycle Relief. Oh, Niall, I can get him. Yes. Oh, just in time. Yeah, apologies to World Bicycle Relief that they're not going to get all of the money that they deserve, because I managed to throw it away. I'll make up the difference. I'll put in the €10 that Richard would have put in had I beaten him. Oh. Well done. No, sorry, I was in too much pain to really concentrate on you over the line. Apologies, my friend. Great ride. All right. Oh man, look at the speed that Ring Vista's catching me. 3 watts per kilogram up the climb. It's only 28 seconds behind me. Come on, legs. Do something. Just move. Oh, I just need to get over the top. And then at least I can roll for a bit. No, that doesn't work. Oh, it's 4 watts per kilogram. This is not funny. I threw away about a 5-minute lead. Oh, I've got a toe. All right, it's cheating, but I don't care. Oh, except I can't do that to catch on. No, that was a waste of a toe. I should have used that on Ring Vista when he came past. Or tried. I need to get over the top before Ring gets to me and get an aero. Oh, sorry if this is putting you off your tee. Oh, I'm dying at 2 and Ring's up at 3.5, 4. 2.5k to go. 10 seconds. Thanks, B. Montgomery, for the ride on. It's a shame people can't gift aeros and stuff like that. If someone could throw me a feather right now and an aero when I get to the top, that would be lovely. 2.1. Come on. Just get over the top, at the very least. How do pros do this? Oh no. Here comes the gradient again. Come on, legs. Spin, 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 spin. Go on. Oh, I'm over the top. Give me an aero, please. Oh, it's fully locked. Oh, come on. Come on, aero, aero, aero. Oh, that's not much good. Oh, my leg is completely gone. Come on. Where is he? 20 metres. It's completely gone. Oh. Hit that draft. Try and catch him as he goes past. No, it's all done. Oh, I can't pedal. I can't even pedal. Come on. Oh, he's got an aero as well. Ow, ow. No. I don't know who's behind me. Damn, have I missed others coming over the line because of this? Who's this? Who have we got? Rich here. Oh. Sorry if I missed anyone else. I'm not sure I did. Great job, Rich. Oh. I have to put my glasses back on. Percy put in a good kick at the end there as well to chase Richard down. And that's 111 kilometres done. Richard Patterson, great job, buddy. Let's flip back to Percy. Only 9 seconds behind. Excellent stuff, my friend. Well done. And then we've got Mr. Vista, who's basically put me through absolute torture for the last 2 kilometres. Great job. Well done. Luckily you're in the D's, so you don't affect my points. But excellent race, man. Well done. Right, flip back to me. If I can, I'm going to flick away from me before I hit the line, because I don't need to see the finishing order. I can get it from the video of everyone coming over and from Strava, so I'd rather actually have a view of the other guys so I can watch them coming over. Is this the slowest finish to a race you've ever seen? Other than maybe the last 111. Oh my good God. Come on, show me some other riders. I need to see another name so that I don't come out of the event module. Oh, it's not going to show me anyone else. No. Oh my goodness. I can't even, I'm not even trying to warm down or anything. If I don't hang around to see you other guys finish, please don't see that as a lack of interest in your race. It really is just, I think I'm going to die again. It's becoming a weekly occurrence. This time it's my legs that are going to kill me, not my lungs. My legs didn't even give me a chance for a big finish. I hope I'm not flicking past anyone. Will I see riders that are in the event module, even if I'm not? Quick ride on to VNAR from Team Type 1. Alright guys, I'm so sorry, but I need to go and sort out some sort of recovery and lie down and cry for a while. I'm so sorry I can't see you other guys over the line. I don't think there are many of you behind me anyway. Huge congratulations to everyone that finished that, everyone that will be finishing that. Awesome effort. Sorry I didn't manage to win €10 for bicycle relief, but I will put that in myself because I'm embarrassed. I threw away about a 5-minute lead in the last, I don't know, 5Ks. Well done to you guys for chasing me down and making me work as hard as I did. I'm sure I said next time if I come up with some stupid cockamamie idea like that, I'm sure I said to you guys to tell me no and to refuse to take part. And yet, here we are again. So please, next time, do actually put me in check, tell me I'm stupid, and just boycott the event if I'm being pig-headed and stick to my guns. That was horrible. Oh, just horrible. It was a pretty lonely ride for most of it for me. All my own fault for getting dumped off the main group at the beginning. But truth be told, I just didn't have the legs for it today at all. So anyway, well done everyone. Massive congratulations to you all for putting yourselves through that on a Sunday morning, stroke Sunday afternoon. I can't say anything else. Thank you for riding. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for everyone that jumped in on the Christmas t-shirt. I'm not going to do a hard sell, but you know, and make a nice little stocking filler for your cyclists in your life, or as a great way of dropping a hint to your loved ones of what you really want for Christmas. So jump in. They're not going to be for sale for too long, obviously, because I want to make sure they all go out before in time for Christmas. So if you do fancy one, check it out. That's my sales pitch done. Thank you guys. Love you all apart from the ones that tortured me on that final kilometre. I might dock points just for that. Oh, anyway, catch you next time. Ciao.